listeners, today we will talk about the second part of event marketing. In this episode, we will discuss further about event marketing. We will also bring our attention to human resource planning for finding staff for our event. For your convenience, this episode is divided into 5 segments, which are event marketing process, event promotion tools, introduction event staffing process, pre-event briefing and rehearsal. In this episode, we are going to understand event marketing and staffing. To learn about event marketing process, to examine the various promotional tools, to understand event staffing, to analyze the event staffing process, to learn about pre-event briefing and rehearsal. In the last chapter, we discussed the importance of marketing for event and the information needed for making marketing strategy. We studied about the features of product and knowledge about target audience. These are essential for making marketing plan. With this understanding in mind, we will now discuss the event marketing process. Event marketing process is a continuous process that is carried out through the event planning, execution and shutdown. It starts when you start brainstorming for the event. It is very necessary to start planning for marketing in initial stages of event planning. Now, the first step in making marketing process is to research and understand the event product that would be offered to the audience. As discussed earlier, a marketer should have a very thorough understanding of the event. He or she should understand the objective of organizer for holding the event. It is entertainment, educational or networking. Then he or she must be aware of location, duration and activities of the event. It is very crucial for the event marketer to establish and understand the product features. It is on these features that the marketer will design the marketing strategy for the event. Then the next step is to identify the target audience. Your target audience may vary depending on the nature of the product being promoted. For example, an exhibition of medical professionals may be aimed at doctors, hospitals, pharmaceuticals and medical salesmen, etc. Anyone dealing in healthcare. But if it is a training workshop in cardiosurgery, would only be aimed at cardiosurgeons. Though both the events are of medical field with education as main objective, but still target audience is different. So this shows that it is very important for the marketer to identify the target audience and grab the target audience by the lapels and convince them that there are benefits that set your event outside the routine and drive those benefits into their most vital personal and professional interest. Once marketing team has identified the target audience of the event, the next step is to understand the basic needs that the event can fulfill. The marketing strategy would be such that it answers the need of the audience rather than just saying what the product is. Once decisions have been made about the event's product, target audience and their needs, a basis is available to decide on event marketing objectives. strategies and tactics. Establishing specific and meticulous event objectives is an important as laying strong foundation of an building. A success of an event depends on right type of people attending the event. So, the success of marketing plan of an event decides the final result of an event. Not reaching the right audience, over or under positioning of the event product, communication of wrong message to the public are one of the highest risks associated with an event, which could lead to complete failure of the event. So, setting up of marketing objective is crucial for an event planner. This comes under event marketing plan. It involves specific objective that the marketing strategy would achieve. It includes detail of timeline according to which the promotional efforts would be scheduled. It also includes the budget of marketing and the breakup of how it would be utilized. The staff and the vendors responsible for the marketing and their contact details with specific job responsibilities can also be mentioned. The vendors may include digital marketing firms, outdoors media agency, newspaper agency, printing and designing companies, etc. There is no set pattern of marketing plan for event as it depends on type of event, budget available for marketing and the event organizer perspective. Now, once you have finalized your marketing strategy based on your event and target audience, next step is to promote the event as per schedule and strategy. The marketing plan formed in previous steps work as a guide for all involved in the marketing of the event. The last step in event marketing process is evaluation of the marketing efforts. Here, one should check whether the tools and the strategies adapted for the event marketing were successful or not. It is very crucial to check whether the marketing objectives that were set in the marketing plan were reached or not. Evaluation is very important as it helps to create reference or guiding lesson to avoid repeating mistake in future. It helps to collaborate the effectiveness of promotional tools used. The result from the evaluation can be used for future use. Evaluation could be an ongoing process throughout execution of marketing strategies. With use of information technology, one can now get instantaneous result of number of people reached through the promotional effort. For example, if an event marketer is using Facebook ad to market this event or has created a Facebook event, he or she would be able to analyze the number of people who have seen the ad or are interested in coming to the event. Facebook provides data of number of people clicking the ad or linking the event page. If the results are not as expected, the event marketer can simultaneously tweak the marketing strategy to obtain the desired result. Now, there are various tools that can be used for marketing an event. The promotional campaign may include a wide range of marketing tools or as few as one, depending on your products and the event audience needs. Promotional technique for event Marketing may include advertising, public relation, cross promotions, street promotion, contest and public service, cause related events, among others. Let us discuss in brief some promotional tools that are widely used nowadays to market event. Advertising. The most common method of promotion is advertising. It is the paid form of promotion where we pay to put our message across the public. It can be done by various means. The various means are print advertisement, ad in newspaper, magazines or through flyers come under this category. By this, you can reach the people who read these newspapers or magazines. So, a marketer needs to research whether his or her target audience falls under the readership of these print media. Radio and television advertisement. Event advertisement can also be given on radio and television. They have more reach as compared to print media but are expensive too. Outdoor advertisement. Event can also be advertised by displaying ads on billboards, banners or poster that can be put up on prime location with heavy footfall. Metro station, bus stand or market area are generally used for outdoor advertising as ads here can be seen by more people. Internet advertising. With advent of technology, internet has become a very vital tool for marketing. It has replaced traditional advertising and most of the places marketing through internet is faster, updated, cost effective and efficient. It is easier to keep track of promotional effort made through internet. Advertising through internet can be done through website banner ads. This involves space that is sold on someone else's website for use by the another. An event marketer can purchase banner space on website related to theme of the event or destination website. Social media ads. Nowadays, social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, etc. are hugely used for marketing of events. Ads on search engines. One can also advertise event on search engines like Google, Yahoo or Bing. They have many options of displaying ad which can be used by the marketer. Promotional content. Blogs, discuss forum or dedicated website provide a very thirst-worthy source of event. Article about the event or about the theme with introduction to the event can bring up targeted visitor. Direct selling. Event can be marketed through direct selling also. This includes direct point-to-point interaction with the targeted audience. This could include sending direct mail or invitation to the customer. By using technology, customers can also be attracted by sending event invitation using social media platform like Facebook. In direct selling, one needs to have contact detail of the target audience. Public relation. It involves managing the image of organization and event in the mind of audience. One can advertise anything, that is, what you say about your organization and your event. Public relation can determine what other precise of you and your event? It never stops, rather it is an ongoing effort to establish positive perspective of your event in the mind of your stakeholders. Press release with photograph, interview of people connected with the event, history of the event, etc. are some of the things that help in maintaining positive public relations. With customer-oriented approach of marketing and social media taking the world by storm, event planner have various interactive and efficient way of engaging in with their target audience. This engagement leads to better event promotion, which could turn into high audience turnout. Next, we will move our attention towards staffing requirement of our event or towards human resource planning for the event. A large number of people having different specialization and responsibility work together to put up an event. Their dedication and motivation transfer an event from a plan on paper to a live event. Having right type of people in right number at the right place and time is prerequisite for a successful event. Poor event staffing can lead to high staff or volunteers turnover due to overwork, resulting in poor quality delivery and an associated declining marketplace image. Human resource planning in an event or event staffing is the process of effective planning and management of human resource for an event. Finding human resource for event presents some challenges due to the presenting nature of the event. This means that events grow in terms of personnel as the event approaches, but quickly contrast when it ends. The problem that arises due to this are obtaining paid staff given the short-term nature of the employment offered, working to short timelines to hire and select staff, develops and implement staff training. Human resource of event not only involves paid staff but also volunteers, that too in large number. Basic human process of selection, recruitment and training become a challenge when dealing with this condition. The human resource needs vary from highly trained, skilled and professional personnel to unskilled personnel. An event may require experts for marketing, production, legal catering, etc. and also unskilled professional to work on the direction of experts. Some event may require chief with Indian cuisine speciality and some may need French cuisine as speciality. Another set of requirement is of volunteers who are need on the day of event or 1 or 2 days before the event to handle the event execution. A local event will have far less number of volunteers as may be needed in mega events like Olympic. The human resource planning process is ongoing task which develops as the event develops. Starting from few people, the event turns into the collective effort of hundreds of people. The first step in human resource planning process is to assess the staffing need for the event. event manager need to make decision concerning how many staff or volunteers are needed to deliver the events, what mix of skills or qualification or experience is required, and when in the event planning process these staff or volunteers will be needed. To determine the number of staff that will be needed for the event team should first analyze the entire task associated with the event that will require human resource. Tasks could be range from all different divisions of the event like design, marketing theme, setting up of stage, serving food and beverages, or making signage or managing the crowd, etc. The list of various tasks should be exhaustive and well researched and thought of. Shortage or surplus of staff can both create problems. Once all the tasks have been identified, next step is to determine the number and type of staff or people that would be needed to complete the task efficiently. Determining these requires experience and research. While determining the staffing needs on also needs to take into account the budget available to pay hired staff or volunteers. Other things to be considered is the various policies and procedure outlined for human resource, laws regarding occupational health and safety, holiday and long service leave, maternity and paternity, working hours, minimum wages, discrimination, dismissal and comparison all need to become integrated into the practices and policies that an event adopts. Once the staffing needs have been identified, the process of recruitment selection starts. It starts when job analysis, which involves defining a job in terms of specific tasks and responsibilities and identifying the abilities, skills and qualification needed to perform that job successfully. Job analysis helps in forming job description and job specification that required to attract appropriate applicants for the job. The next step is to communicate the job post to the potential applicants. This could be done by advertising, job portals and agencies, educational institute, vendors and supplier, local employment exchange, etc. Once an appropriate pool of the applicants has been identified, the next step is to select from among them those applicants that best fit the identified available position. It is important to approach this process systematically, employing appropriate tools to avoid the problems that come from poor selection, which could be increased training time, high turnover of staff or volunteers, absenteeism, dissatisfaction and poor performance. The selection procedure will depend on the type of the job post. Some with high pay and skill involvement may involve rigorous step of multi-level interview and written test, or some may be selected just by filling out for the post on the first come first basis. After selection, the next step is introduction and training. During introduction, information about the organization, working culture and history, introduction with other event staff and volunteer, and basic information should be given to familiarize the new recruit about the event and make them comfortable. Training is more vigorous with job specific skills. Training focuses on providing specific job skills or knowledge that will allow people to perform a job or to improve their performance in it. Because of the infrequent nature and short duration of events, training of event volunteer usually takes place on the job under the direction of the event manager or a supervisor. Once trained, the staff and volunteers can start their job. The event organizer should maintain an sufficient supervision and evaluation strategy to find improvement areas, maintain control and provide feedback to the staff and volunteers based on their performance. On the event day, managing the huge number of staff and volunteers can be daunting task. With so much going around, an event planner needs to be good communicator or delegator. A full-scale rehearsal with all the staff, volunteers, performer, vendors, etc. is advisable before the event to make sure everything is working fine and no unpleasant surprises are in store. Rehearsal provides the staff and volunteer to understand the responsibility and improve any mistake they might be committing. A staff and volunteer briefing should be done before the final moment to maintain high spirits, positive motivation and boost morale of the working force, as handling events can be stressful and hectic. The event planner may focus on the purpose of the event, type of the visitor, likely number, opening and close down times, the programs, facilities and service, parking and access, facilities for mobility impaired, location of washroom, green room, refreshment areas, check-in areas, VIP protocol, whom to report to and arrangement for staff refreshment, emergency contacts, SOP, who to direct the media to. This should be followed with question and answer. This pre-event briefing is important as it helps in elimination of any misunderstanding or confusion that could later create chaos or problems. To ensure clarity on certain critical aspect and information, all the staff and volunteers may be provided with a set of information they may require to handle any crisis or problem. Events are a coordinated effort of many people. The event staff is an amalgamation of talented amateurs and enthusiastic volunteers as with professional paid staff. The staff could be paid full-time, part-time or a volunteers. They may be hired or contracted. With proper focus on recruitment, selection and training, event planner can put up a workforce dedicated to maintain event successful. Thank you.